4 years I've owned this Cayman 987, and it was only last week that I found out it's been broken the entire time. Well, when I say broken, I don't mean actually broken. I mean, it's been broken, it's had an engine rebuild, but what has actually happened was the car was worn out. Yes, that's right, this car has not been driving right since the day I picked it up, because it's never changed in how it's felt on the road during the 4 years I've had it. I've done the Nürburgring, the North Coast 500 and numerous track days, and every single time I've thought, wow, this thing handles better than 90% of cars on the road. What I didn't realise is it can be better. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Here's Joe, he's going to drive around Oliver's Mount racetrack, he's going to pull over and moan about how much his Cayman has cost him this time. You're all going to complain about it in the comments and tell me that it's an old car. Well, you've got all of that correct. The only difference this time is that I've completely transformed this car. When it went in for its engine rebuild, I spent over 10 grand and the car didn't come back and feel any different. It just simply worked, which is, I suppose, what you want from a rebuild. When it got its exhaust, that was quite exciting. It was £1,000 or so, and transformed the car, but only from an audible point of view. Not the way it drove, it didn't add power, it didn't change anything about it, other than it screams like a banshee. However, this time is a little bit different, because I feel like taking this car not into the future, I've taken it back. I've taken this car back to 2006, and let me explain. Back when I started this channel, I've spent the next 4 years driving around shouting about how great this car is, it's the best thing ever, when actually, it didn't really handle right. I just didn't realise that. The thing is, when you come from a front-wheel drive Renault to a mid-engined rear-wheel drive Porsche, even a broken mid-engine rear-wheel drive Porsche will drive better than any Renault. So I didn't really feel that there was anything wrong. Other friends have driven it and all agreed the car feels pretty solid. The issue is, it wasn't. Everything, in the most polite way possible, was completely knackered. The suspension was worn out, every single component of the suspension was worn out, the rubber bushings were perished, and the whole thing needed looking at, rebuilding, and taking back to 2006. Because I feel like I've now been in a time machine. I've gone back to 2006, I've picked this car up and experienced it for the very first time. I feel like the guy that originally bought this must have felt. And it's transformed this car beyond anything I can possibly convey on camera. And if you have a Porsche, get it in and get that suspension looked at, because at 20 years old, it's all going to be worn out. So here's the moment you've all been waiting for, the bit where I start to moan now about how much it's cost. And what we'll do is we'll pull over and I'll explain what's been done, how much it's cost before we go on a drive, and I really try to show you the difference that this modifications or upgrades or just replacement parts has made to the Cayman. And you're going to be surprised. It's insane. So, round the front of the car, there was a pair of front coffin arms to be replaced. £197. Oh, text on screen. How fancy. Front tuning forks, £118, and some front strut top mounts at the cost of £158. That gives a front total of £473. Moving round the back, it had rear coffin arms at £130, rear tuning forks, again £145, rear tow arms for £100, bringing the grand total for the rear £375. And to add insult to injury, the car also needed a front tyre. You'll have seen that in the last video. I was missing a part of my tyre. In true Joe Talks Cars fashion, every time this car goes into the garage, it needs a new tyre. And of course, after all that suspension work, it needs four-wheel alignment. That was £70. It needed consumables like a bit of grease here, there and everywhere. They greased everything up like crazy under the car. The new tyre added cost to that of around £180, meaning the grand total, including labour, for all of the suspension work was £2,116. So, how does the Cayman handle out on some good roads that I have near my house? Well, I can honestly say the suspension work that Sam Lander has done on the car is nothing short of a masterpiece. The car handles unbelievably well now. It feels like a brand new car. It doesn't feel like the same car. I feel like I dropped something off and got a 718 or something. It's absolutely mental. The car not only handles beautifully through the bends, but now the brakes feel keener, feel sharper, and it just brakes more straight and true and inspires so much more confidence. It's unreal. I'm able to throw this car into bends 20, 30 miles an hour more than I used to and feel that it's got more to give. Whereas before I'd feel like I was on the ragged edge. Now it's like I'm just playing with the car. I'm not pushing it anywhere near its capabilities. Honestly, it's impossible to put into words the difference this has made. And granted, it's a lot of work. Spending £2,000 on your suspension on an old car is a lot. It's a lot of money. But I'd say if you have got a Cayman and it's not had this level of work done to it, get it into the garage and get them to check it all over, because I guarantee you it'll all be worn out. It'll all need doing. And once you do, you're going to feel like you've been transported back in time. Wow. I mean, look at the pace you can attack bends at in this. It's wild. Whoa. Even on these slightly damp roads, I'm able to get the power down nice and early. The car's still staying flat and true and very balanced, very neutral. The front end feels way more pointy. The steering's sharper, the brakes are keener. The only thing is, the ride quality has been, well, not ruined, but it's been stiffened up somewhat. It's a lot bumpier now. But, having said that, it's bumpier, but then the bumps aren't sending the car off into ditches like it was before. It's really strange. It's definitely got a firmer ride than it used to, and now it's just more stable on the road. So if you have got a Cayman that's like this old, then get it into the garage, get them to look at it. Honestly, it's the best upgrade you can make. You see countless videos online of people twin turboing these cars. In fact, there's probably a video on that to come. But I would say if you were looking to get your Cayman or Boxster or Porsche or any Porsche to go quicker, where the first thing you need to be looking at is the suspension. The suspension is the single biggest change you can make to one of these cars to make it handle like it did back in 2006. Oh my god. Everywhere you go is a Peugeot. It's really annoying. He's braking. Why are you braking? Have a bit of that. Have a bit of that. God, it's insane. I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. Honestly, the guys at Sam Lander have worked an absolute miracle on this car, and it's going to cause me to get into trouble probably a lot quicker than it used to, because I've now got the confidence to push the car probably way beyond what I should be doing. Oh dear. So, what's next with Joe Talks Cars? Well, a lot of you have complained that you've stopped watching my content over recent years. And that's due to it becoming very samey. Well, I've decided to mix it up a bit, and starting that by sitting in the boot of my car for no reason. In all seriousness, I do understand that things need to change in order for the channel to grow and prosper. And that's why I'm bringing a new car to the channel in the next coming months. That doesn't mean to say the Cayman's going anywhere. I've got huge plans for that as well. We'll jump in and talk about what my plans are for this car over the next 12 months. So now I've got the car completely sorted. It's had an engine rebuild, it's had its suspension rebuilt, it's new exhaust, new tyres, new brakes. Everything's been done. What could possibly go wrong now? Yes, there are of course always going to be little bits and bobs, and actually one of the things is the exhaust valves aren't working, so I'm going to fix that myself. But overall the car is complete and it's ready to take on the next step in this channel, which is more road trips, more adventures, and bringing you guys along with me for the journey. So starting next year, I have got plans to go on an epic European adventure, not only to the Nürburgring, but many other places en route as well, taking this car to places you never expected it to go. Along with that, we've got some UK things planned too, along with some challenges. So if you've ever wanted to see what it's like to live in a Cayman for 24 hours or camp in one, then stay tuned. Also, I don't know what the hell McDonald's have done to my coffee. Ordered a latte, and it just smells of toffee. It's really random. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's not right. So yes, indeed, there is lots of exciting content coming to the channel over the next few months and into next year. And I didn't want this video to start out with me talking about the mass suspension and then move into a whole new video all about my YouTube channel, but with this video being probably as popular as I'm going to get at the moment, it's my biggest chance to speak to a few of the 12,000 people that subscribe and to assure them that this is not going to be it. There is so much more planned, so many more adventures, and with a new car being brought onto the channel, there's endless amounts of content to be created from that as well. So if you want to see more of this car and you want to see more of me on YouTube, then please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for plenty more videos like this one to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, I can't get out.